Hello, welcome back to Blender CC LIVENODING. In this episode, I want to share a breakdown on how I created this procedural, kind of like a bunch of sticks on top of any 3D mesh. I have Suzanne head here, default cube, and this one's probably the most interesting. I'm using text, and I can simply hit tab and then just replace this with any words that I want. So how did I create this? It's basically using the new nodes in Blender 4.0. With 4.0 we have points to curve. So this node is really the one that's responsible. All you need to have is like random vector points, and then this will connect all the points. And this is a variations of this setup, so you need to watch this video first by Mizuta, Procedural Hydrogels in Blender by Mizuta Graphics. So take a look at this. He show how you can use this points to curve to connect the dots. In my setup, however, I made slight changes, or I actually use another node. So let's take a look. So just take a look at the nodes and the green lines first. The one where I did slightly different is actually I'm using this index of nearest. So instead of random value plug into the curve group ID, I'm also using index of nearest. So let's take a look. And I also use a resample curve here. We try to give example. So if I make this really small, so what's gonna happen is with the index of the nearest and a random value here, I started with a distribute points on faces, right? You can also use distribute points in a volume, but I'm just distributing it on the face. So we have like random points on the face. The next thing I do is using these points to curve and find index of nearest. So it's gonna, one single dot will find the closest single points to itself. So, and that's gonna happen for every points. And I can adjust this value as well. This is gonna responsible to the final result. So if you make the values really small, it's gonna find the index of the nearest of that point. So it's gonna just find the next closest points. But if I start increasing this value, it's gonna, it's gonna search even further points to that value. And this is the effects that we get. It's almost like a kind of like a woods, or I would say if it's the value really small, it's almost like a worms. But if it's really far, it's starting to look like a kind of like electricity lines. So I quite like these effects, especially in 3D text like this for 3D typography. So that's really what happened. So random value plug into this index of nearest group ID, and then the output goes into this curve group ID, and then here I have a delete geometry. This is actually, this looks at the curve. If it's really small, it's gonna delete it. So you have a bit of control here. So it can delete the curve that's really short. So this is just an extra things, but you might want to use this. Just delete that geometry based on that conditions. And I have this resample curve. I can resample it using count. So make maybe 10 points. Yeah, so it's up to you. Just use count or length to resample the curve. And then the result, I use noise to randomize the curve after I resample it, so it's looking more wiggly, like a worm. and then I set the spline type to nerve. If I turn this off, it's just gonna be straight lines. So I use this, set spline to nerves, and the rest of them is just random value for each of the curve based on the index, and then use curve to mesh with the fill caps. So if I use fill caps, everything is gonna be like a volume, so you can actually can add remesh, and you set the value really small. It's gonna start to look like a tree woods, because they are connected, and yeah, it's intricate, very intricate details, and especially with Suzanne, I think. So remesh. If you ever look at tree and how the roots is kind of overlapping each other, and this is kind of effects that you get. I think it's really quite beautiful. So that's if you want to do that. Otherwise, just leave it like this. So this is, yeah, thanks to the points to curve and actually index of nearest. If you use just random value, you're gonna get different effects. This is more like the ones Rio Mizuta is showing. I think index of nearest is a little bit more interesting. Just an extra thing. Basically points, and you just connect the points together. In the past, I've been using sphere chalk. With sphere chalk, you can do the same thing using KDtree and points, KDtree algorithm, and find the nearest points this way. So there's actually another way to do this. So index of the nearest, only find one points that's the closest. There's ones that's actually missing. If you find multiple points that's closest, the effect's gonna be nicer. In this case, I'm actually cheating because it's only find one point. So you have 2 points connected together, become one edge, and then you resample the curve, and then we just wiggle it. But if you find multiple curve, that's also gonna give a better looking effects. See if we can figure it out. But overall, I still like the effects. Formidable, incredible. Noodles. So it's not exactly like noodles. There. So I have to be careful. So far, it's actually quite stable. And yeah. So it's pretty easy to set up, but you get quite a complex result. I think you can really play around with this and just improve it, whatever you like. You can mess the volume, distribute points in the volume, so you can actually do it this way. Plug this there. Oh, it crashes. But anyway, yeah, give it a try yourself. Hopefully you find this useful. Thanks again for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.